Good morning, you beautiful people. Quickly just want to show you the compost heap and something interesting that's happening there. As you can see, almost looks like a little sad compost heap. And then when you zoom in, you have to decide whether it's even sadder. You see all of the soil there. Soil that's never been added. It's been built on soil and it's been turned around a couple of times. But we never added physical soil to it. So why is there soil in the compost? There's a little worm there. I think it's mainly to do with two things. Termites, I think is the main thing. The turning, and then maybe the collection of the manure. There might have been some soil in that. But I think mostly termites. The great thing about this though is I might not find them now, but for some reason I found so many worm eggs in this pile. Every time I place my hand in here, I found some worm eggs. Now obviously when you make a video, oh no, there you go. See that little guy there? Worm egg. Earthworms. There you go, there's another one. Plenty and plenty of earthworm eggs. And you don't often easily find them in piles, but it seems like whenever I push my hand in here, I found them, which is just grand. Oh, let's see. You can see the worms crawling. So they've multiplied drastically. See there, worm egg. So we'll wet this today, maybe cover it with some grass to keep the moisture in. I think it looks pretty good, except for all of the soil. I had a discussion with Brendo, which is the he runs the channel Food Forest Oz, that I'll link below. It's our sister channel in Australia, and we spoke about whether it's a bad thing that there's so much soil in there. Where's all the water going? Where's all the manure going? And I think we came to the conclusion that it's not necessarily a bad thing having the soil in there. It might actually be a good thing. The nutrients obviously has to go somewhere, and so we believe that it's going into the soil. And even if it's a little bit deeper, it will definitely show up deep down in the soil, and maybe for some plants and trees and things like that in the future, the termites will move it somewhere. In any case, today we'll be starting with some eggplants. We prepared some compost holes, as I like to call them, or little holes filled with compost, where we're gonna plant pumpkins. This is harvested from that giant pumpkin that I had last year, so see how that goes. We're gonna plant a couple of cucumbers. I'm not sure if my timing is right. I think we might be on the edge, but I think it could be great. Then nasturtiums. I've had some nasturtiums. For some reason I did something wrong. They didn't do well. I want some more. Purple basil or red basil, but they look more purple to me. And then Swiss chard, more Swiss chard, just because I don't want to skip the year. We do have some chard, but I want some more. We can really use that in the children's home. The Swiss chard does very well. Mulching of the beds are coming along quite well. Not everything is done yet, but we're adding as we get mulch and more mulch. So that's coming along well. We're going to plant those things in all of the empty spots. We've been planting empty spots, but more empty spots are created as we go along. And now, since we're going to start harvesting beetroot to start pickling them, I think we will have lots more empty spots, so we will have lots more space to plant all of these things. And then yesterday I spoke to Beshi. He asked me, why am I so quiet, why not posting so much? So I've got a problem. I said to him, it's a wonderful problem to have. For the first time in a long time, I've got so much work that I can't keep my head above water. It means that I spend a little bit less time on the farm. And I had some strong words with the guys this morning because they've planted last week and they basically let the seeds die because they simply did not water them. And I had some strong words with them about that, and we worked on some solutions and maybe how to get a better schedule in place of that. But the point that I'm making is that I'm still alive and kicking, and it's actually going wonderfully. The money that I make on my work, I can then reinvest in my farm and reinvest in the permaculture system that I'm trying to set up here. This is the end of my swale, the main swale. Well, and the reason why I'm showing you this is because it's very, very high in organic matter. And so this will become a pumpkin heaven this year, I hope. Planting straight into basically old manure and see how that will affect the pumpkins. I think it's going to be good. You'll see there's still some remnants of the old pumpkins left. There's even some corn here last year. The radishes in the future chicken coop is coming up. These leucaenas has tickled my interest quite a bit. You can see some of them came up again at the bottom. All of them died completely on top. But yesterday I pulled one out and it was eaten clean off by the termites. All the roots, everything is gone. Termites got to it. So you might even find this one might be like that. You can see completely dead. Now it will be a very sad day for me if I realize that I can't grow leucaena here. I think I'll definitely be able to grow leucaena here. Just need to find the right way. This one feels like it's still alive on top. I think it might come back. But at least all of them are coming out at the bottom. So most of them are coming out at the bottom. I think they're doing well. The cover crop radishes are doing okay. It's interesting how they grew up not on the mounds. They all liked living at the bottom. Somebody asked me why we work on raised beds. I think it's just YouTube. We do that because that's what we see. But especially in this garden, I'm definitely going to try and move to sunken beds in the future. In fact, I actually just told Matthias, let's do that on the new beds that we're making now as well. I think for today that's going to be the end of my story. Sorry for the small amounts of content that I'm posting recently. I'm sure that will increase once I get my rhythm with the busy work. I'm going to change some things so I can post a bit more often. Stay awesome. I hope you have a wonderful day.